Well, good afternoon, good evening. This is Brian back with you with the horror experience as we dissect another movie. This time we're going back to 1971 for this fun David Durston film called I Drink Your Blood. This was a great, fun, very violent movie about a nomadic satanic cult run by this what looks like a Native American man who end up in this deserted town and kind of like, I guess they kind of squat in this house and start worshiping Satan and having these rituals, eventually having kind of blood sacrifices with chickens and all kinds of stuff, and eventually end up sacrificing one of their own later on. But anyway, it is a fun, crazy movie. There's a family in the film, an innocent family, who actually owns a bakery. It consists of a grandfather, his daughter, and then she has like a teenage daughter and then a younger son who's like 10 years old or so. And the teenage daughter ends up getting captured or basically beaten up, and I think she might have been raped by the members of this cult. And they find her out in the field somewhere and bring her home, and she's all beaten up. And initially they think that it's workers that are working at this dam, which is going on, that's being built in the town. And so they initially think that it's them, but it turns out to be this cult. And when the grandfather finds out about the cult, he takes his shotgun, of course, and he goes over to this house that they're squatting in and threatens him, and then he gets beaten up badly, primarily by the Native American guy, who happens to be a man by the name of Bhaskar Roy Chowdhury, and he was actually from India, and he was mainly an Indian dancer from India and well known for it. But he got a part in this movie, and he loved horror movies, so he was real excited about it. But anyway, he beats this guy up, this grandfather. He finally makes it back home. Well, it turns out that the boy finds out about all this, the 10-year-old, and gets really mad. And he finds this rabid dog roaming around. He kills the dog and then takes the blood from this rabid dog, this dead rabid dog, and injects it into these meat pies that the family makes for their business. They've kept their bakery open for the dam, for the workers at the dam. And it's practically the only business in town. The town, like I said, is like deserted. So anyway, the pies end up in the hands of the cult and the workers of the dam, and then pretty soon you have all of these rabid people running around, killing each other and killing all the people in town and so on. And it just becomes this blood fest, and it is a lot of fun. There's a lot of head chopping and stabbing and cutting and body parts, and it's in there, and it's a fun little feast. We also have Lynn Laurie in this. She was actually later on was in the film The Crazies, one of George Romero's films, which I wasn't crazy about, but I wasn't crazy about The Crazies, but it was okay. But this is a lot of fun. It was produced by Jerry Gross, who ran a company called Cinemation. Unfortunately, it went under later on, but he produced 1979 Zombie, which was a Lucio Fulci film from Italy. He got it in America and produced it here in America. We would have never seen it if it hadn't been for Jerry. And then he also produced I Spit on Your Grave, the original, from I think that was 81, if I'm not mistaken. Anyway, and he produced a huge array of films, but mostly they were underground, porn, exploitation, blaxploitation. He actually brought blaxploitation films. He was one of the pioneers of that, and otherwise, you probably wouldn't be seeing people like Jim Kelly in the martial arts arena, Pam Grier, things like that, people like that. There were some others. There was one guy, God, I can't think of his name. I was trying to find, I've got a whole array of his movies, and I couldn't remember his name. I'll remember after I get off the video. Anyway, another thing that's interesting about this movie is it was teamed up with another movie called I Eat Your Skin, which was actually done in 1964. That was done by Del Tenney, and the movie didn't go anywhere. So it was kind of an idea of Jerry's to team the two movies up, and that's why when you see the trailer, I Drink Your Blood and I Eat Your Skin, it's actually two movies. But you're only seeing the I Drink Your Blood trailer. You're not seeing I Eat Your Skin, which was actually a voodoo zombie film made in 1964, which the movie for some reason flopped, and they came up with the idea of teaming them up for a run in the theater. It was kind of a favor, and it worked. Although I Drink Your Blood actually was very successful, whereas I think the other one kind of, I don't know how well it did, to be honest with you. It was quite a bit older, so it was just kind of the early zombie stuff where voodoo was involved, before they went with viruses and that kind of thing. Anyway, I definitely recommend it. Check it out. It's still available. You can find it on DVD or on Blu-ray now too. So, and it has a lot of special features that are just tons and tons. As you can see here, there's quite an array of special features offered. This is all special features, and there's interviews and trailers and awards and backstories and information about the cast, and you name it, it's there. There's a lot of hidden special features in here too that you have to kind of really look around for, which makes it kind of fun. My wife and I, who's sitting right here by the way, who chose not to be on camera, we're looking at the movie earlier and looking through the special features, and man, there's more stuff on there than I remember. I mean, some stuff I've had this for quite a few years, and this came out actually in 2002, this particular release. And there's stuff on here that after all the years that I've had this, that I don't know that I've ever even seen some of the special features on here. Anyway, it was pretty fun. Kind of how I got a lot of the information that I'm sharing. Anyway, check it out. 1971, I Eat Your Skin, from David Durston. Fun ride. Alright guys, we'll check you out on the next one.